Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Diablo 3. Where we left last time, we finished Act 1, killed the Butcher, and we are now in the hidden camp above... well, we'll see. The Book of Cain is here to identify items, but Cain is no longer with us. We also have some gold, probably. We can train up our blacksmith a couple more times. He's almost max level, but not quite. We're at 40,000, or we're at rank 9. I think there's one more rank. But we can get all of the cool new items. Some of them are actually really good. Some of them are really high level for us. I think there might be 2 levels actually left. Maybe, we'll see. I can't remember exactly. But we'll continue to...
I got some new things. You should take a look.
You're like 3 feet tall.
What people throw away. I want to buy some of it.
I don't. But these can be useful later on. We'll work on that later. This is Squirt the Peddler, who is obviously a stand-in for Wirt, who has died horrifically in Diablo 2. Alright, well, we're gonna go over to here. This is where the quest begins, so let's do that. Leah's here.
Here we are. CALDEUM, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We need to split up. You two search for Belial, while I hunt that witch, Magda. Cain's death will not go unanswered.
I'm just gonna say that Luke Lane is the actual Jewel of the East, but whatever. It's actually a really cool looking city. Although some of the things in it don't make sense, like this road, which must have cost a huge amount to make, because look at the height involved. It doesn't go anywhere, it just kind of stops. What's the point of that? And the other side does the exact same thing. What is the point of these? They're not for like addressing people, because there's nowhere for crowds to gather. They're literally pointless, although they look cool.
Hey, you, come here.
What's the point of having a healer?
As the shepherd watches over his flock.
Yeah, I don't actually care, Brother Gain. Or Gain. Alright, well, I guess we can head out into the desert. We need to go to the CALDEUM Bazaar.
God, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven. It even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
It seems fate has brought us together. I hunt Magda. Do you know where she is?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost.
Alrighty. We'll head that way later on. I will say they did a pretty good job at this city.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored CALDEUM while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I head to Alcarnus to take care of Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
It's definitely a trap. So we can't go in there. It's blocked off.
City is closed by
That's also blocked off.
His Eminence, Emperor Hakal II.
Many of my pieces come straight from the Emperor's own collection.
I highly doubt that anything that you own was from the Emperor. There's nothing really in here, is there?
All this pain and suffering.
There's another merchant with a Vindicator's Wisp. Alright, well, let's get out of here. It's time to leave.
I've dug up some new...
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost.
Okay.
We haven't heard anything from the Iron
Magda
Wolves.
will pay for her wickedness.
The Enchantress.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
They are welcome to try. I have come here to kill them and their leader.
No.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Well, the Enchantress is coming along with us.
Illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are.
Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I've dealt with these cultists before. Their traps are easily spotted. But my thanks for the warning.
She looks different than anyone we've seen.
The Templar has a huge crush on the sorceress. Enchantress, whatever you want to call her.
Stay back! They're in the rocks!
Well, that's why I have a Hydra.
Face me!
Alright. We reached the first of the illusions.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
Are you certain? The road seems impassable.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
I've missed killing these cultists. Come on then!
Alright, that was easy enough.
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
I'm no stranger to magic myself, and yours is pretty unusual. What are you really doing out here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Alright.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolf!
We reached level 37.
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Would they
Should
have?
I expect more Lacuni on the road to Alcarnus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Okay, we'll work on that a bit. We have things to explore first. And I mean, not much. So far it's just a couple Lacuni, whatever. Let our Hydra do its job. Really not a fan of the elemental things. But it's fine. We found an Ono. I think it's probably Ono. Oh, look, could be an Ono. Look, there's just a snowball going around. It would make more sense if the elements that it summoned were in line with an act. So, like, the snow.
There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
So, like, in the desert should be fire. And, like, in... I don't know what Tristram would be. But... the... Barbarian encampment should have been the frost one. The high heaven should be the wind one. So, actually hits harder than I thought it was going to. So then maybe the...
That was a worthy foe! Glorious!
The lightning one could be Tristram, I guess. Or maybe the lightning one could be the high heavens, and then Tristram could be the tornado one. Either way, it should have, each of them should have an elemental thing associated with them, rather than having snowballs rolling across the desert, which is just weird.
Look, more hidden footprints.
We have a void crystal. We'll let our Enchantress, you have to like highlight our footsteps for us, because apparently we can't see them on our own. Because we stupid. Hidden Conclave. I just ignore that guy.
ritual is disrupted!
I gotta want, like, in these fantasy worlds, right? Candle makers must make the most money.
Ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
That's suspiciously...
I owe you my life. Bless you.
Suspiciously specific information.
This hero means to attack you in Alcarnaths. If I were you, I would set a trap at the Cassim outpost. But I am not you. For all I know, you wish to fail me again and force me to kill you. That would grieve me, though somehow I think I could manage it.
I forgot about the meteor one. The meteor one could also be Tristram, possibly. Oh, fine. Just do that.
Look,
we
more
need the
hidden
gold.
footprints.
Those are the same ones. It's not more of them if it's just the same ones. Oh, right, the bees. The bee spawners. They do a lot of damage if you just stand in their bee swarm. Also, Belial, as the Lord of Lies, is literally the worst liar I have ever seen. And I deal with, like, some of the worst liars in the world as a job.
These brutes to shreds.
And Belial is one of the worst. Just hands down. He's just such a terrible liar. Then gives so many hints.
Still waiting.
That I'm almost certain he got his job by lying about his credentials. And for some reason, the other Lords of Terror, or the other Lords of Hell, were like, yep, that sounds legit. Which maybe makes them stupidest people ever.
Not ready yet.
Alright, Crypt of the Mind. Ooh, a Falcon Tremor. What is a Falcon Tremor? It is a never mind, it's a bow. We got a helmet though. It's possibly a good helmet. We'll find out very soon. Nope, it is not. That I think leads to another area. Usually if you follow the roads you get to go to the next zone. There's not too many places in the game that you don't just follow the road if you want to get there fast. Plus we have to find the other coven, which actually might be down the road, to be honest. At some point in this video though, we're also going to pause, because I do have food in the oven. I was hoping this would be done before it was done, but we had a couple false starts.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Because of recording issues. That is a two-handed sword that might be better than what we're using. We're going to find out very fast. It is Scourge. That's a lot of intelligence. We lose a bunch of vitality, but let's watch our damage go up. It is almost double our damage. We're back to a slow two-hander again. Also, it looks really cool. Graphically, it's a very cool looking weapon.
Those foul cultists have come this way. The bodies of innocents are strewn across the sands. We must make them pay.
We will.
Yeah, we're working on that.
None of them will survive.
If this, like, elemental favor trial thing was real, it would just mess up so many ecosystems. Could you imagine, like, a desert-dwelling creature suddenly in the middle of a blizzard?
They are casting part of the illusion inside.
I can't really see what's going on because of the snow, so I'm just going to summon that and let that kill it, everything. We did lose a bunch of hit points, but that's not a big deal. We're doing, like, 15,000 damage a hit now. That's pretty good damage.
There. That ought to dispel the Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
Sure. Working on that.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 Lords of Hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Tell me, What shall you do when Magda is dead?
The Lords of Hell, Belial and Azmodan, are plotting an invasion. I will cause them to suffer greatly.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here.
It is possible. I really like the lightning hydras, but we're going to go with the massive hydra later on when we actually get to that point. In fact, let's take a look at what we've gotten. Okay, Seeker is not what we're going with. The Arcane Orb, we can do Spark, which is... it's not the worst. But we want Frozen Orb. We're getting to Frozen Orb slowly but surely. We have Frozen Mist on. Spark Flint. Oh, we don't have our... There we go. I keep forgetting we switched to the familiar. What else does it do? I can't remember now. Deals extra damage.
Stronger still.
There's one that like increases. Yeah, we'll figure this out. I'm not exactly sure what build we're gonna go with. They are apparently immune to blizzards. Oh, there's more things here.
Not ready yet.
Let's get some Hydra out. But these things are dying very quickly now.
I don't have enough arcane power.
What riches!
It's always funny when a fire chain's monster's left on its own, like there's the last one, because it has nothing to fire chain do. So it's just kind of a normal creature with extra hit points. I find that amusing. Let's see if we can just run through this place pretty fast. Also, there's a weird lack of enemies so far. There they are. That dead worm exploded into a spider. That's just horrifying. Alright, I think we're gonna pause here in just a sec. I will have my FUDs. And then we'll continue on our way. I'm actually kind of... It's been a long time since I played Act 2 of this game. Usually I play Act 1, and I'm like, oh, why did I restart this game? But I'm having a good time. Ow, we got poisoned. Also, I think we went the right way, unfortunately, which is why we haven't run into any dead ends yet. Oh, I said Void Crystal earlier. I just have Divinity on the mind. It's Veiled Crystal, not Void Crystal.
Prepare for a long fight!
And everything died again. Enlightened Shrine. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is going to camp out. You know what, I'll just go back to town where it's safe, and I'll be right back right after I finish breakfast. Oh, what hit me? There's nothing around. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Sorry about that little break there. We have about 10 minutes left in our video or so, but we're going to do this dungeon and see if we can't get to the Black Canyon Bridge so that we can continue on the quest in the next video. We also found another Crusader book, which is nice to get, because it's good to get all the lore going.
Rumors swirl that the Crusaders have returned, and that they mean to go to the west. But who are these tall, blonde warriors? They look nothing like the Crusaders who set out from Travincal 200 years ago. And those who inhabit the ruins of that ancient city suspect trickery.
Oh, I forgot the shrine. That's what you get for taking a breakfast break. Oh, I was kind of hoping there'd be more enemies over there. Oh, there are. Except that there's not. It was just a trap. A poison trap. We need to find more things to kill.
Still waiting.
I think this is not a dead end. This is a remarkably empty dungeon. Alright, we killed some things. So a chest here.
I like to think the world is
why are we getting so many uniques now? And why are they all weapons? Why can't we have a varied, unique gain? Alright, let's see what the staff does. It might be better than what we're... Oh. Oops. I switched weapons by accident. That's okay. You guys have got this. Now, is it better than our sword? I think it actually is. It definitely is. Plus, it's got a socket. We look all fancy and wizardy. We actually look wizardy now. Actually, not really. We sort of look like a priest. We sort of look like this is... That staff sort of looks like a pope staff. Or possibly like a Cthulhu/Roman battle standard.
Time in Kyrgyzstan?
Yes. I rarely ventured beyond the bounds of Westmarch in my younger years. After the Order took me in, I had little need to travel.
That thing not die? There we go. Ah, whatever. We're not going back for 100 gold. We'll get more gold later. Well, this is obviously a multi-level place. This is SIROCCO Caverns level 1, so there's got to be more levels. That should kill that. Okay, so that's level 2 there. We went back for 37 gold instead. I'm just going to quickly wrap this little area up.
Need more time.
Teleport also needs a much lower cooldown. I don't understand some of the changes they made in Diablo. Like, teleport used to be casting speed related in D2. So you could teleport a lot. It was fun. It seems like they tried to remove the fun in the pursuit of making things quote-unquote balanced. And it kind of just made it less exciting, honestly. I do love Diablo 3, like, there's nothing... Well, okay, in the initial release, there's a lot of things wrong with the game, but they fixed a bunch of that. But one thing that they did sort of remove was a little bit of the unbalanced fun. And we found a bunch of junk. Nothing really exciting for us, though, and we are out of here. Back to the Howling Plateau. We're almost also done with this area in particular. We try and just clean it up a little bit. Just this middle part up here, and then we can go up the road to where we need to be. And then we'll be done pretty much for this video, and we can continue on in the next one. I mostly just want to see if there's any bodies or any, like... Well, there's not going to be any lecterns or anything out here. That's a lot of bees. That's a giant rock in our way. Alright, here we go. It's a little outpost with a cursed chest. Spawn faster. We're built around AoE.
I'm so good, I astound myself. Not ready yet.
I don't know if we're gonna make it, but we're gonna try.
Need more time.
We're also taking quite a bit of damage. There we go. Oh, we're gonna make it just fine. 100 kills, no big deal.
How does that feel? Nicely done.
And we gained level 39 out of it, so we get 2 radiant chests. Yeah, they're alright. Let's leave 7 grand in terms of cash money. Slow time got time warp, which is a pretty cool ability. And I think that's pretty well it. I'm going to check that one little dark area over here. I don't think it's going to have anything of note. But just completion this. It has a couple enemies. And a fallen overseer, so nothing exciting. Time to go on the road. Also, we're almost up another level. Those curse chests can be really good for leveling. If you get the 100 kills.
I think it is time for you to know my true tale.
Okay.
I am not from CALDEUM. I learned these spells 1500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
You're serious, aren't you? I read about a stasis spell like that once, but I never tried it. Come with me. It will be nice to have another mage along.
We're not bringing her along right now, but maybe
My bags
later
are
we'll
full.
switch up. Oh, we're full up. That's okay, we're at the end of our video anyways. We just need to cross the
Now
bridge
to find the Xvim outpost.
and grab the waypoint, and in the next video we'll head back here and continue on our way. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.